Marshal Georgy Zhukov stands as one of the towering figures of the Second World War. Born into a peasant family in 1896, Zhukov rose through the ranks to become one of the Soviet Union's most effective military leaders. He was known for his strategic brilliance and steadfast determination, qualities that were instrumental in turning the tide against Nazi Germany. Zhukov's leadership was not just a series of victories, it was a beacon of Soviet resilience during one of history's darkest hours. Zhukov's role in World War II was critical from the onset. He was involved in major operations like the defense of Leningrad and the liberation of the Soviet territories. His ability to inspire his troops and outmaneuver the enemy earned him the respect of both allies and adversaries. However, it was the Battle of Kursk where Zhukov's genius truly shone. This battle not only showcased his military acumen but also cemented his place as a pivotal figure in the Allied victory. His importance cannot be overstated, as Zhukov was responsible for several key victories on the Eastern Front. Each victory under his leadership was a step towards the eventual defeat of the Wehrmacht. His strategies were not just about winning battles but also about sustaining Soviet morale and ensuring that the Red Army could continue fighting effectively. Zhukov's contributions to the Soviet war effort were immense, and his leadership style became a model for military commanders worldwide. In the annals of military history, Zhukov is often compared to other great generals. His tactical innovations and ability to coordinate large-scale operations under challenging conditions were remarkable. As we delve into the details of the Battle of Kursk, it becomes evident why Zhukov is celebrated as a master strategist who played a crucial role in shaping the outcome of World War II. The Battle of Kursk, fought in July and August of 1943, was a pivotal engagement between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. It was the largest tank battle in history, and marked a decisive turning point on the Eastern Front. The conflict arose from Hitler's desire to regain the initiative after the catastrophic defeat at Stalingrad. The German plan, Operation Citadel, aimed to encircle and destroy Soviet forces in the Kursk salient, a bulge in the front lines. The Kursk salient was strategically significant due to its location. It provided a potential launch point for further Soviet offensives and posed a threat to the German Army Group Center. Hitler believed that a successful offensive here would offset previous losses and restore German prestige. However, the Soviets were well aware of the German intentions. Through intelligence sources and careful planning, they prepared extensive defenses to counter the impending attack. The stage was set for a massive confrontation. The Soviet High Command, under Stalin's direction, decided to hold their ground and absorb the German assault. This decision was heavily influenced by Zhukov, who advocated for a defensive strategy that would deplete German resources before launching a counteroffensive. The Red Army constructed a seemingly impregnable line of defenses, complete with minefields, anti-tank ditches, and fortified positions. As the Germans launched Operation Citadel, they encountered fierce resistance. The battle quickly escalated into a brutal and exhausting engagement. The Soviet defenses, meticulously planned and executed, played a critical role in blunting the German advance. This background sets the stage for understanding the strategic brilliance of Zhukov and his contributions to the eventual Soviet victory. Marshal Zhukov's role in the Battle of Kursk was integral to the Soviet success. His strategic foresight and meticulous planning were evident in the way he orchestrated the defense. Zhukov was a master of deception and preparation, understanding the importance of drawing the enemy into a trap. His strategy relied on exhausting the German forces through attrition, then launching a powerful counterattack. One of Zhukov's primary strategies was the use of layered defenses. The idea was simple yet effective. Create multiple lines of defense that would slow down the German advance and inflict maximum damage. This was achieved by deploying a vast array of anti-tank guns, artillery, and well-trained infantry. The Soviet troops were instructed to hold their positions at all costs, knowing that their sacrifice would pave the way for victory. Zhukov also emphasized the importance of intelligence and reconnaissance. He ensured that the Soviet forces were well informed about German movements and intentions. This allowed the Red Army to anticipate German tactics and prepare accordingly. The use of radio intercepts and spy networks gave the Soviets a significant advantage, enabling them to counter German maneuvers effectively. Another key decision by Zhukov was the timing of the Soviet counteroffensive. He patiently waited for the right moment when the German forces were overstretched and vulnerable. The counterattack, codenamed Operation Kutuzov, was launched with precision and overwhelming force. This not only halted the German advance but also pushed them into a retreat, marking a turning point in the battle. Zhukov's strategies and decisions were instrumental in securing a Soviet victory at Kursk. The Battle of Kursk was more than just a military engagement, it was a defining moment on the Eastern Front. Its outcome had far-reaching implications for the course of World War II. Before Kursk, the German army still posed a formidable threat. Their defeat in this battle marked the transition from Axis offensives to a series of relentless Soviet advances. Kursk represented the last major German offensive on the Eastern Front. The failure of Operation Citadel shattered the myth of German invincibility and shifted the balance of power in favor of the Soviets. It demonstrated the effectiveness of Soviet military strategy and the resilience of their armed forces. The victory at Kursk emboldened the Red Army, setting the stage for further offensives that would eventually lead to the liberation of Eastern Europe. The battle's significance also lies in the demonstration of Soviet industrial and military capacity. The ability to field and maintain such a large and well-equipped force was a testament to the Soviet Union's war effort. It showcased the successful mobilization of resources and the improvement of Soviet military technology, which played a crucial role in the battle's outcome. Furthermore, the victory at Kursk had psychological impacts. It boosted the morale of Soviet troops and undermined German confidence. The realization that German forces could be decisively defeated altered the strategic calculations of both the Axis and Allied powers. The Battle of Kursk was a turning point that reshaped the dynamics of the Eastern Front and contributed significantly to the eventual defeat of Nazi Germany. Marshal Zhukov's leadership was a decisive factor in the outcome of the Battle of Kursk. His calm demeanor and strategic vision inspired confidence among his troops. Zhukov was not only a commander, but also a motivator, who understood the importance of morale in warfare. He personally inspected the front lines, boosting the spirits of soldiers and reinforcing their resolve. Zhukov's ability to coordinate large-scale operations was unmatched. He managed to bring together various branches of the Soviet military to execute a coherent and effective strategy. His emphasis on communication and collaboration ensured that the different units worked in unison towards a common goal. This level of coordination was crucial in managing the complex dynamics of the battle. Zhukov also displayed adaptability, a key trait that allowed him to respond to changing battlefield conditions. He was not afraid to make bold decisions, adjusting tactics as necessary to exploit enemy weaknesses. His leadership style combined meticulous planning with flexibility, enabling the Soviets to maintain the initiative throughout the battle. The outcome of the Battle of Kursk was a testament to Zhukov's leadership. The decisive Soviet victory not only halted the German momentum, but also set the stage for further offensive operations. Zhukov's ability to inspire and lead his troops was instrumental in achieving this success. His leadership during the Battle of Kursk solidified his reputation as one of the most effective military commanders of the Second World War. The Battle of Kursk is replete with anecdotes that underscore the determination and bravery of the Soviet forces. One such story involves the legendary tank duels that took place during the battle. The Soviet T-34 tanks, known for their robustness and maneuverability, were pitted against the fearsome German Panthers and Tigers. Despite being outgunned, Soviet tank crews displayed remarkable courage and tenacity, often engaging in close combat to outflank and destroy superior German armor. Another anecdote highlights the role of Soviet engineers in the battle. Anticipating the German assault, Zhukov ordered the construction of extensive minefields around the Kursk salient. These mines played a crucial role in blunting the initial German attack, causing significant casualties and disrupting their formations. The ingenuity and dedication of these engineers were pivotal in shaping the battlefield in favor of the Soviets. Perhaps one of the most compelling stories is that of the Soviet Air Force's involvement. Despite facing a technologically advanced Luftwaffe, the Soviet pilots exhibited extraordinary skill and bravery. Utilizing innovative tactics, they managed to achieve air superiority during critical phases of the battle. Their efforts contributed significantly to the success of Soviet ground operations. These anecdotes not only provide a glimpse into the human elements of the battle, but also highlight the multifaceted nature of Soviet military operations. They underscore the collective effort and sacrifice that went into achieving victory at Kursk, illustrating the resilience and determination of the Soviet people in the face of adversity. Technology and intelligence played crucial roles in the outcome of the Battle of Kursk. The Soviet Union's ability to innovate and adapt was key to their success. One of the most significant technological advantages was the T-34 tank. Its design, with sloped armor and a powerful engine, allowed it to withstand and outmaneuver German tanks. The Soviet production capacity ensured that these tanks were available in large numbers, overwhelming the German forces with sheer volume. Additionally, the Soviets made effective use of artillery and anti-tank weaponry. The deployment of the PTRD and PTRS anti-tank rifles provided infantry units with the means to combat German armor effectively. The coordination between artillery and infantry was meticulously planned, with pre-registered firing zones that could devastate advancing German troops. Intelligence gathering was another area where the Soviets excelled. Through a combination of espionage, reconnaissance, and radio intercepts, they were able to gain valuable insights into German plans. The use of the Lucy spy ring, a Soviet spy network in Switzerland, provided crucial information that allowed the Soviet High Command to anticipate and counter German tactics. The integration of technology and intelligence was a hallmark of Zhukov's strategy. It allowed the Soviet forces to not only defend effectively, but also to launch a successful counteroffensive. The Battle of Kursk demonstrated the importance of technological innovation and intelligence in modern warfare, highlighting the strategic advantage they provided to the Soviets. The aftermath of the Battle of Kursk was significant, marking a turning point on the Eastern Front and in World War II as a whole. The Soviet victory had far-reaching consequences, not only for the military balance between the Axis and Allied forces, but also for the morale and political landscape of the era. The defeat forced Germany onto the defensive, ending any hopes of regaining strategic initiative. In the months following the battle, Soviet forces launched a series of offensives that exploited the weakened German front lines. The liberation of cities such as Kharkov and Kiev followed, as the Red Army pushed westward with increasing momentum. This series of victories demonstrated the effectiveness of Soviet tactics honed during the Battle of Kursk, and highlighted their ability to launch and sustain large-scale operations. The impact on German morale was profound. The loss at Kursk, combined with the earlier defeat at Stalingrad, shattered the aura of invincibility that had surrounded the Wehrmacht. It led to growing disillusionment among German troops, and increased dissent within the Nazi high command. The realities of fighting a two-front war became increasingly apparent, straining German resources and limiting their operational capabilities. For the Soviet Union, the victory at Kursk was a source of national pride, and a testament to their resilience and strategic acumen. It solidified the reputation of the Red Army as a formidable force and boosted the confidence of Soviet citizens. The battle's outcome reinforced the resolve to continue the fight against Nazi Germany, ultimately contributing to the eventual Allied victory in Europe. Marshal Zhukov's legacy is inextricably linked to his leadership during the Battle of Kursk. His role in orchestrating a decisive Soviet victory has cemented his place in military history as one of the greatest strategists of the 20th century. Zhukov's ability to inspire, innovate, and lead under immense pressure was key to turning the tide of World War II in favor of the Allies. Zhukov's strategies at Kursk demonstrated the importance of preparation, intelligence, and adaptability in warfare. His emphasis on defensive depth, combined with the effective use of technology and coordinated military operations, set a new standard for military strategy. The victory at Kursk validated his approach and underscored the effectiveness of Soviet military doctrine. Beyond the battlefield, Zhukov's leadership had a lasting impact on the Soviet Union and its military. His success inspired a new generation of military leaders and contributed to the development of modern military thought. Zhukov's ability to synthesize complex information and make decisive choices underlines the qualities that define great military commanders. In conclusion, the Battle of Kursk was a defining moment in World War II, and Marshal Zhukov's leadership was instrumental in securing this pivotal victory. His enduring legacy is a testament to his strategic brilliance and his role as a key figure in the Allied success against Nazi Germany. As we reflect on this epic battle, Zhukov's contributions continue to inspire and inform military leaders worldwide. If you enjoyed this video, please comment below and subscribe for more historical insights and epic battles.